going to take those grain-free, gluten-free, ketogenic, low-carb friendly lasagna noodles, and I'm going to make a white lasagna for you with them. So for our recipe today, I have sweet Italian sausage from our local butcher. This is a lean sausage, so I'm going to use a little olive oil when I start this. I have diced onion. I have a mix of a shaved Parmesan and Romano cheese. This is some roasted chicken that I've pulled off and diced. Some mozzarella cheese. And then for our base, I have a mix of heavy whipping cream and half. In addition, I have thyme, oregano, and I have salt and pepper. All right, as I said, the meat is really lean, so I'm using a little olive oil. And I'm going to go ahead and saute my onions and my sausage at the same time. That's almost done, so I am going to move it out of the way for a second while it finishes cooking. And then if you want to get the most flavor out of a dried herb, if you put your dried herb in a dry pan and you saute it a little, then it releases the oils and makes it delicious. So I always make a little room in the pan to give my herbs a little extra time. In addition, the other thing that's going to make this delicious is my local farmer's market has a purveyor, Wheezy's Garlic, Spices and More, and her garlic is the best garlic ever. So I highly recommend, if you're ever in Yellow Springs or in the South Charleston area, you look her up on Instagram or Facebook and you look for Wheezy's Garlic. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and incorporate these. Sorry, no smell-o-vision, but it is smelling lovely. Alright, so I'm going to add my chicken. And you can use whatever meat you like. We like lamb, so there are many times we'll do lamb, either cubed or a ground. You can do pork. You can do spicy Italian sausage if you like things a little hotter, or you can do it just like this and add a little crushed red pepper, which is one of my favorites. All right, so that's looking really good. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start to add the cream. We're going to start to get that a little bit heated, and then we'll put our cheese blend in to start to make our sauce. At this point, I'm going to add a little salt and pepper. I don't add a whole lot of salt because your cheese is going to be pretty salty. All right, so now I'm going to add some of this cheese so that it can start to melt. Now the way I'm getting away with not using a roux to do this, which is a traditional way that you would make Alfredo sauce, but is not low carb or ketogenic friendly, is the heavy whipping cream. It's gonna act as my thickener and it's gonna help to bind that. And I use about 2-to-1 ratio. So say a cup of half and half to a half a cup of heavy whipping cream. And for you low fat folks, sorry, this is not low fat, but I always say everything in moderation. And if you have to adapt a recipe to be low carb, then this is certainly a nice way to do it. We actually have been able to convert sausage gravy the same way by using a little bit of heavy cream with the sausage. After it's browned, we can end up with a little bit of gravy-like that satisfies that, something that we used to get that we miss now. All right, our cheese is all melted. I'm gonna check it for seasoning. Pretty good. I would say a little more pepper, but all the cheeses are lovely. There's a really nice punch from the Romano in there. All the herbs come through well. And then the lovely thing about Wheezy's garlic is that it reconstitutes in liquid, and so you're gonna get that lovely garlic. That's a really good, flavorful garlic. All right, so our sauce is done. So I'm gonna start with some of the sauce in the bottom of the pan. Finish it off with some more mozzarella. And then this will go into the oven for 20 to 25 minutes at 350 degrees. And when we pull it out, you'll have some yummy lasagna.